welcome to Yo-Yo Talk. This is our 96th episode. We are rapidly approaching 100 episodes. Hard to believe. Anybody could talk about yo-yos for 100 episodes. We'll give you a few minutes here to sign in to the chat. And just want to remind everybody at the end of the show, we will be having our trivia contest. I always look forward to having the trivia contest. Got 7 questions tonight for the trivia contest, so should be a lot of fun. Anyway, do we have the chat up? I want to see if anybody's signing in yet. I can't see. It's too small for me to see right now. Let me see if we got people signing in already. I'll just say this. I'll give you a hint that some of these trivia questions may actually appear when we're at Nationals in the trivia contest there. So you might want to pay attention, give yourself a little bit of an advantage when we do that. The trivia contest, of course, is at the end of the show. We like to hopefully have people hang on and participate in that. And so, again, no monetary awards for the trivia contest. We also don't have a cruise for an award either, which you probably wouldn't want. We can supply rat droppings without the cruise, but the cruise is probably not a good idea right now. You are just playing for honor and glory, and it's just a lot more fun than going on a cruise where you get a virus. Let's see. Shout outs if I could see who is signed on. I see it looks like a lot of people are signing on, but I can't read the names. They're kind of small. So I will get to that in a minute as soon as I can get those names expanded up, and we will see who's watching. I will say the National Yo-Yo Championships are rapidly approaching. They are June 26th to the 28th. So I hope you have that red lettered on your calendar, and I will be there. I didn't do a heck of a lot of yo-yo trading last year. I don't know if it had to do with all the signs they had up in the lobby, death to yo-yo traders, but they have assured me that that will not happen again this year. I did have an incident with a creepy clown about 3 a.m. with some nunchucks. I don't think that was yo-yo related, but they have promised me no clowns on the casino floor this year. So anyway, I wanted to segue into the duos competition. There will, of course, be a duos competition this year, as there has been for the last few years. And we now are actually in the middle of the season, so we've been having some duos competitions going on in state championships and in the regional championships. And we have new patches to go along with those awards. So I want to show you, for those that don't know what duos is all about, I want to show you just a little short segment about duos and show you some of the new award patches that we have coming out, just a couple minutes long here. So go on and show that little video. So duos competition has been around for a few years now, and it's not a team competition. It's 2 people on stage. Both contestants must play the yo-yo during some point in the competition, and they need to interact in some way. It's not 2 guys just standing on stage doing their freestyle routine independently of each other. And 50% of the score is based upon entertainment value. How much were the judges entertained by their performance? And 30 points is uniqueness and creativity. We want to instill creativity still into the yo-yo world, and this is probably the easiest event to put creative elements in there. And we break down, obviously there's some skill elements, all things being equal. The more skillful the player, the higher the point scores, etc. So we've been very successful. We're getting more and more individuals or teams now, I guess duos, competing. And so we've decided to up our award system. We now have patches for not only first through third in state competitions, but we have first through third in regional competitions as well, first through third at national competitions, and first through third at world championships. So we're happy to see so many new people getting involved in the duos competition. I think we're going to eventually see a pro duos division eventually. So it's all very exciting, and I love seeing the creativity that duos adds to yo-yo competitions. So find a partner and start practicing. All right, so get a partner and sign up for some of these duo competitions. You can even come as a creepy clown if you want to. I think one of my favorite parts of the national championships is that we have the induction ceremony for the Hall of Famers. We choose 3 each year. We bring them up on stage, and we give them their Hall of Fame plaque and little patch and all that kind of stuff. And I was talking to somebody about the Hall of Fame plaques, and they said, I've never seen a Hall of Fame plaque. Well, I said, you must never have watched the show here, because we constantly show the one of Pedro Flores. But anyway, I thought I'd just take an opportunity to show you what these plaques were like. And so let's just go on and run that short little clip about the Hall of Fame plaques. And it's coming up right now. This is the first Hall of Fame plaque that we made. It was of Pedro Flores, of course, one of the original inductees. We didn't really start making these Hall of Fame plaques until 2020. This year we have Mark Hayward, Tommy Reyes, and Ray Iwakura. These are inductees for 2025. And I just wanted to show you what the plaques look like, because many people have never seen these, because the plaques go to the inductees themselves. We really don't have a physical Hall of Fame where we can post these. I would like to see that happen someday. In addition to the plaques that you see, the Hall of Fame members also get a Hall of Fame patch, which is a chenille patch. And so all inductees get that. Now, I will say, if you're an inductee and didn't get a plaque and were inducted prior to 2020, let me know. I'm happy to make a plaque and get it to you. All I would need is a 4x6 photograph, so give me a call. All right, a few shout outs to folks that are watching. I see Dino the Mano is checked in. I saw the Nickinator. We got Nick Moreland in here, RC Yo-Yo's in here. And that's about as much as I can read on the chat right now because it's scrolled up. So keep the chat going. This is supposed to be an interactive show since it's live. And so I want to make a little announcement here. I kind of rank this up with, say, peace in the Middle East, or getting rid of all spam emails. So I'll show you this little announcement, and you can judge for yourself whether or not it's worthy. So I'm pleased to announce that Doc Lucky's Bandalorists Guide to Collecting Yo-Yo Patches and String Packs should be available. The hopefully publication date is around June 1st. So I should have a few copies available at Nationals, which are later in July. That's my hope anyway. I will have an update from the final editor that is going through it and making sure it's ready for print on demand. I'm not making a lot of copies of this book. Fortunately, with print on demand, people can go in and just into Amazon and print up their copy. You'll be able to get it as a paperback book, electronic version, and there will be a hardback version available too as well. So pretty excited about this. This was about a year in the making, and several people that are viewers have contributed to the book. Of course, couldn't have done it without the online museum of yo-yo history. They had a lot of stuff that is in the book that I wouldn't have been able to find. So pretty excited about it. I've done my best job as I could to document price ranges. Man, there are widespread ranges in prices for these string packs and yo-yos, so it's really hard sometimes to evaluate all these. But I think you'll be excited if you do collect string packs or patches. Like I have been telling people, there are 20 people in the entire world anxiously waiting for this book to come out. If I get sales of 50 total, I will be extremely happy. We'll never, ever make the money back on what has been put into this book. But it was a labor of love, and I should have an update on Sunday to where they give me a final date that I can send it in to Amazon for their print on demand. So anyway, that's coming up. Exciting to let you guys know about it, and hopefully you all will be as excited as I reading it. Okay, I may have made a little error there in that video. I think I mentioned the Nationals were in July. They are not. They are in, I was thinking of Underwater Hockey Nationals, which I suspect none of the people watching right now will be attending. Well, the one exception might be the Nickinator. He might be going. Underwater hockey is actually my sport, and it is 180 degrees opposite of yo-yo competitions because it is the absolute worst spectator sport ever created, whereas yo-yos, of course, is one of the best spectator sports out there. So in underwater hockey, we flick a puck. In yo-yos, we throw. So anyway, enough about underwater hockey. I thought I would do a little experimental segment here. It does not involve creepy clowns or rat droppings. What I'm doing is I'm doing kind of a live eBay search, if you will, where I'm going through and looking at some of the stuff that's on eBay right now. I made this earlier in the afternoon, so the stuff that I show is still on there up. I just did a little test run. I didn't just kind of pick out the best or the worst. I just kind of ran down straight through. It's only 6 minutes long. I just wanted to get a feel for folks if they would be interested in something like that as part of the show. It'd probably be like a 10-minute, a 10-minute segment, no longer than 4 or 5 hours. So 10-minute segment. Now, if you think it might be better as a standalone, where I just do a video standalone and you might have some interest in that, I just thought it might be educational to go through me talking about the yo-yos that I see on eBay and just making comments about value or some of the history, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So watch this, make comments, please, because I want some feedback on this and to know whether or not this is something. And I might go in there and try and pick out certain yo-yos instead of just going down like I did, just hitting every single one. But it's only about 6 minutes long, so check it out. Let me know what you think and if you think that's something that we can add to the show. Okay, here we go. This is what I call my eBay educational tour. All this stuff is up today. Recorded this a little earlier this afternoon before the show, so you should be able to find all this stuff on eBay right now. This first item, antique brass yo-yo. We don't know it's antique. It doesn't have any markings. It's probably the worst picture for trying to buy a yo-yo I've ever seen. It's got too much garbage in the background. You can't even hardly make out what the yo-yo is. Some large globe Duncan string packs. Those are early 30s. Little rugged. you'd probably be better off trading with a collector for a nice pack than that price, even though you're getting 5. Looks like some Duncan yo-yos. You can't see the seals too well, so I don't know if that's a good deal or not. Looks like the Duncan cup and ball there. They made those in the early 60s. I'm not sure that's the Duncan. If it is, it would have it on the top part there. It'll say Duncan. I can't remember what they called that. Was it the Bolo or something? Anyway, if you remember what they called that cup and ball, please write in the comments so everybody knows. Here's a Duncan Big Genuine. This should be 30s or 40s and even early 50s. It's in good shape. Got a little defect right there. $14, not a bad price if you don't have one. Nothing real exciting there. Duncan Jewels, the ones that are not painted tend to bring less, but this looks like in pretty decent condition. I'd have to check the side views to make sure it's not got a lot of rim wear. But if you can get it for $19 plus $6 postage, that's a good deal. Here's again yo-yo without a seal. I'm sorry, but no value there. Here's a good group. I might actually put a little bid on that. These are supers. These are originals. You can see the registration mark below the yo-yo, which means these are from the late 50s, maybe into the early 60s. I'm trying to fill, well, I've actually got a box that I've filled, but these are a little better shape than a couple of them that I have. So I might even put a little bid in on that. Let me see where we're at here. I've changed my screen here, so I'm got locked out here. Just a second. Okay, now we're back. Another Duncan Jewel. I stand in close on this. It's in not bad shape, so that would be a good deal if you can get it for $15 or under plus the postage. You'd be getting a good deal there. Whirl-Kings, yeah, if you don't have them, I'm not sure on that. Another jeweled, again, if you can get it for under, $30 in good shape, that's a pretty good deal. Now here's kind of an unusual one. This is a yellow seal. It's, the Yo-Yo Man, yellow seal, non-pedestal. It's got crazing on the thing. I don't think this is a Duncan yo-yo. It looks like it's some kind of beginner's yo-yo yellow, and it looks like yellow here and black. What the demonstrators used to do back in the day was if you came to a Duncan contest and you didn't have a Duncan yo-yo, they would sometimes just put one of these yellow seals on so you could go on and compete. So that may be one of those. That's it up close. I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't know. Crazing is pretty common. That's that little cracks in the seal. You see that in most of them. Here's another Duncan Jewel. The logo's not real, and it's got some paint chips, so you have to decide on that. Cross Flags Tournament. Yeah, it looks like it's in good condition for that price, so you can get them on card. Here's a Duncan Mardi Gras, piebald, black and white. Doesn't look like it's got the heat warping that some of them have. But for $64 plus postage, I would want to get that one on the original card for that price. Here's a grouping. If you need flybacks, it's a little high maybe, but yeah, those are probably $10, $12 yo-yos. They look in pretty good shape. Now, here is a Duncan Super. This is not an original. This is a, you can see right here, the little registration mark behind Duncan. That means that's the reproduction. So they're kind of saying, this is original. It's not. This one has no value, no seal, no value. Again, another Cross Flags Tournament. $19. It's in pretty good shape, but with $8.60, again, I think I would shoot for one in the package. This is one of those, what do you call them? Button making yo-yos, where I believe, let me see if it looks like, I'm pretty sure this is a button making yo-yo. Now, I don't know where this came from. I doubt that this was a yo-yo made by McDonald's. I was saying Duncan, I meant McDonald's yo-yo. This looks like one that was made from those button yo-yo things that was real popular back in the 80s. I certainly don't think it's worth $35. This is a pretty rare yo-yo. This is a Yogi Bear puzzle yo-yo. There's not a lot of them around. A little high price, $35 mint on card. Yes. Loose, I'm not sure that would be the case. That's again not a marked yo-yo. Those have no value. Let's see what else we got. Here's Duncan Beginners, but here's the problem that we sometimes see. This is a beginner's yo-yo where somebody has stuck a fleur-de-lis imperial on there. That yo-yo does not go with that card, so no value there. Don't recognize this. If anybody knows what that yo-yo is or any origin of it, it's metal, star. That should be identifiable, but at $2, it's even not a great deal because the postage is worth more than the yo-yo. NWP, not worth the postage. All right, there you have it. That was my test run there. Let me know if you think that's something you would like to continue to see in the show. I'm thinking maybe a little 10-minute segment, maybe focusing on some of the better yo-yos, not just going straight through and getting some of the common stuff in there. Let's see. I see Canada Jackson here. Oh, Hall of Famer John Gates. Zachary Henson. Yes, welcome back. Got a lot of good folks here. This should be a great trivia contest here in a few minutes. We got a lot of sharp, good-looking people that will be competing. I wanted to show you a couple of finds before we get to the trivia contest. I thought they were kind of unique and worthy of talking about to you guys. This first one isn't a yo-yo. It is a yo-yo pouch. Let me see if I can get it so let's see. I don't know if we can spin that around here so you can see the logo. Let's see. Everything's backwards here on the camera. All right. I don't know if you can. Okay. Well, the light is too bright. It's a very fluorescent yo-yo pouch, but what it says on there is the Grand Canyon yo-yo. So I thought this was unique because yo-yo pouches were pretty popular back in the 98, 99, 2000 heyday of I even wore a little Tom Kuhn yo-yo pouch myself. And like Omega had 3 or 4 different type of pouches. There's probably at least 20 different ones out there if you're into collecting unique things. But I thought this was interesting because it's a souvenir pouch. And that's the only one I've ever seen. Now, if any of you guys have seen souvenir pouches, let me know because I would like to hear about that. And the only thing I've seen that's not company related is these Coca-Cola, and that was associated with Russell. It was a little clear pouch, and those were kind of early. Those were preceded the. I think those were 70s, maybe early 80s. That the Coca-Cola pouches. Those were the first ones that I've seen. But anyway, interesting. I might do a little segment on collecting yo-yo pouches one of these days. The other thing that I wanted to show you was this little box here. Now, this was on eBay, so you may have seen it. At first, I passed it over, and then I got to thinking, wait a minute, there's something odd about this. So this is a little novelty box, probably late 50s, early 60s. It's got this, if you want to get ahead, you've got to have pull, and then you open it up, and there's a yo-yo. Hysterical. That's the kind of humor that we had in the 60s. So anyway, so that was kind of unique. It kind of reminds me of the, if you, let me go back to the, let's see, do I have that upside down? It's not in focus. Let me see. I'll let you play with mine if you let me play with yours. And then if you open it up, of course, it's got his and her yo-yos in there. So again, Super hysterical. Okay, so some novelty boxes, and I'm going, well, it wasn't worth it for the but then I got to looking, and I noticed something unusual about the yo-yo. This is a flyback. Let me just put it out there again for you. This is a Flyback Eagle foil seal. Now, it says return top on it, so we know what that means. That means it's pre-1965, because if you look at all the Flyback yo-yos after 65, they just say yo-yo. So if it says Flyback and it says return top or Flyback top, you know it's pre-65. And these are pretty collectible in of themselves. But here's the unique thing about that. It's gold. I have never seen a gold Flyback yo-yo before. And if you'll look at, let's see, let me adjust this here and move this one. Here is the other foil seal eagle. And you'll notice they all have stripes. So this is a very unique yo-yo, and I believe, and I could be totally wrong, and somebody out there can prove me wrong, which I would love because I love correcting history, but I believe this was a separate run made specifically for this little novelty box. And if that's the case, then this yo-yo, I would rank it right up there with the Flyback Candy Swirl paint finish yo-yo, which arguably for bandalorists is one of the most collectible of the Flyback lines. Now, there are some of the numbers, the 823, and there's another one like numbered 53. Those are really, really rare. So if you got those are probably even more collectible. But I'll talk about those on another show. But anyway, I wanted to show you that. I thought those were interesting items and kind of neat to share with you. Now, so it's time for our trivia contest. And I hope everybody has signed up in the Val Oliver, another Hall of Famer. Welcome to the show. Glad to see you're watching. We're getting ready for the trivia contest. I'll give folks a minute or two here to sign up into the chat. Now, just a reminder that the way we do this is I read the question. There is a slight delay for me reading the question from my point of view to where we start seeing the answers come in. So it takes a few seconds. So first person to answer correctly in the chat is the winner. You get, we have two choices today. We have honor and glory, or you can inhale rat droppings. Your choice. Go for either one. Whoever's the winner gets your choice. I think we've got enough people signed up now that we can pretty much go ahead and get started. I have 7 questions for you tonight. 7 very cool questions. Some will go very quickly. This first question, I think, will go very, very fast. This will be in our competitive yo-yo player division, should know this. So the first question is, what hotel are the U.S. National Yo-Yo Championships being hosted in 2026? That's this year, folks. What hotel is it at? So the folks that are already planning on going will probably know this answer. I will say that there are hotels, or should I say timeshares, certainly here in Orlando with the same name. Probably the same company would be my guess. And we are, wow, we're just throwing names out there. Not seeing it yet. Not seeing, we got MGM, Marriott, but those are not correct. Rosen Plaza, that would be in Orlando, sorry. Well, we're looking at, I will give you a hint. It is in Las Vegas. I think I mentioned that. Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay, there's your big hint. Las Vegas. It's in Las Vegas. I'm still not. I thought this would be, boom, we would see this. Okay, who was at Nationals last year? Come on. There we go. Boy, there we go. I can't read the name. Dario Hamade. Okay, Dario, you are the First question winner, congratulations. Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. There it is, folks. I hope I've already got my room reservations. I'm locked and loaded and ready to go to Nationals this year. It was a blast last year, and I think it'll be even more fun this year. So looking forward to it. Okay, so the next question should go very fast, or I am going to be really, really disappointed in all you guys and gals. A person that collects yo-yos is described by what name? Okay, fired up there quick, folks. And I won't count off for spelling if you get close. We're waiting for the person that collects yo-yos is described by what name? I'm trying to beat that into everybody so we're all concerned. Oh, there we go. John Maisharal. All right. Now we've got a tie for first place. The Dano the Mano was second place just by a second or two. John Gates, Bendel. All right. You guys know it. That makes me feel, it makes my heart swell and feel warm all throughout my body to know that you guys are recognizing that as a name. All right. Now it's going to get a little more difficult. We're edging up the questions here. This yo-yo, and don't show the picture yet. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I guess you do show the picture on this one. This yo-yo was a prize premium in the Kellogg Sugar Pops in what year? Pardon me. It was also a premium in the Kellogg's Puffa Puffa Rice. So that's the Puffa Puffa Rice you're seeing right there. Did we show the Sugar Pops one? Show the Sugar Pops box. This was the same year Kellogg's just, used the same premium for both years. That's still Puffa Puffa Rice. We got one answer. It's not, nope. Still haven't seen that correct year popping up. Nope. Oh, wait, don't show. Oh, yeah, you can show the yo-yo. I want you to show the yo-yo. Yeah, go on and show the yo-yo there. Getting close, getting close. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. We got it. RC Yo-Yo, 1968. Strong work, RC Yo-Yo. Yeah, no, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. That's wrong. I'm sorry. It's RC Yo-Yo, 1969. Sorry, there's a glare in here. 1969, RC Yo-Yo did get that. So we got a three-way tie. That's the yo-yo that was up that you just flashed off. Hope you saw it. It's not coming back, folks. It's not coming back. So anyway, that was a cereal premium in two different cereal boxes. And one of the ways you could actually kind of help date that was the Puffa Puffa Rice had a little ad for joining the Banana Splits Club. And I was a big Banana Splits fan back in the day in the early 60s. So anyway, takes me back. All right, we got another fun question here. We won't show this picture until we get the answer right. In 1960, a large yo-yo was dropped from something that made the news. What was it dropped from? A large yo-yo. You have to tell me what it was dropped from, and it made the news. So let's see what we got here. I think we got a three-way tie going, so we're going to have to get, we may have a four-way tie on this one. We'll see. This could be interesting. I'm curious to see what the answers are popping up on this one. It was dropped from something in 1960. Santa Fran Bridge. Nope. There was a crane. No, it's a good answer, but not. Hot air balloon. Another good answer. Not it. Crane. Nope. That's what we typically see large yo-yos being dropped from a crane, but this was Empire State Building. No good. Another good thought, but not the correct answer. Building. Nope. Not a building. Crane. Everybody's thinking cranes because that's what the world's largest yo-yos are usually dropped from. Bridge. Nope. Still looking for that correct answer. Got to think a little bit out of the box on this one, I think. Got to think a little out of the box. Uh-oh, we're getting a little pause here. People are racking their brain. Or they're getting on on the internet. Lou Pearlman's blimp. No, I don't think he had a blimp in 1960. I think he was just a kid then. Billboard sign. That's an interesting answer. Nope, still not there. Somebody's out there probably searching the internet. I don't know if they'll find this on the internet, though. 1960, it may not have populated up enough to make the internet. Cliff, that's another good thought, but not a cliff. All of those answers are great things to drop yo-yos from, I might add. Okay, we got, 100 messages. Airplane. I will tell you, you're getting close now, folks. You are getting close. Hard to drop a yo-yo out of an airplane. Another couple cranes. All good thoughts, but not the correct answer yet. Still haven't seen it. Still haven't seen it. I think we're getting close. Helicopter, Dano the Mano. He already had one? Dano the Mano came in first with helicopter. Okay, let's show him the picture. There it is, folks. 1960. This was at Fort something or other. They did a little demonstration. I think they were doing an air show or something like that. And the name of the helicopter was named the Bozo. So interesting photograph if you've been through my collection. Actually, I have the picture up on the wall there. So I was thinking, well, maybe somebody would remember seeing that picture up on the wall. But next time you come through the collection, check it out. All right. I can't remember. I think, does Dano the Mano have two now? I think he's in the lead. I think he's in the lead with just two. Okay. So I'm going to show you a photo. I need to know the year. What year was this photo taken? Oh, yeah. That's a pretty famous photo. I think we've all seen it. The boy up to his waist in yo-yos. I kind of recreated similar when I was doing my book with my collection where that's the Guinness book photo where I buried myself up to my chest in yo-yos. So kind of got that idea from this photo, which preceded me by a lot. Let's see, 55, 74, not it yet. Not it yet. 1960, no. Good thoughts, all of them good thoughts. Collection is not open to the public, but to yo-yo collectors, yes, we can always work it out for yo-yo collectors. 64, 57, still not there yet, dancing around it. What's that? 58, nope, 1963, nope, 61. We're all dancing around it. It's a dance. We're still not there. Nobody has gotten their partner yet. Got to look at those numbers, folks. Don't repeat the ones that have already been out there. Still looking. We're dancing still. We're still dancing around this one. This was quite the, they had a huge magazine spread, which started with this photo. I'm seeing some repeat numbers here. If it was not correct the first time, probably won't be correct the second time. Oh, there it is. Val Oliver. Good job. Good job. 1956. 1956. I'm way too young to remember that. So that was a big spread. I forget which newspaper it is. They had a lot of shots from inside the Duncan yo-yo plant. But that was what they led with. I think all the other ones were black and white, but that was a nice color picture. I think they even made a postcard with that picture. So, all right, we got Dano the Mano's in the lead with just two more questions to go. Still chance to catch up. Okay, so this next one will show the little thing after they get the answer right. What year was the Whirl-E-Gig freewheeling top released? Now, this was a yo-yo, and it was unique in that it was a plastic yo-yo, one of the very first, if not officially the first plastic yo-yo. You can argue that Coca-Cola Bolo yo-yo was was plastic, certainly, and that was preceded it. But let's see. We are looking for a year that the Whirl, W-H-I-R-L-E, capital E, Gig, G-I-G. It was a yo-yo. Actually, it's a pretty collectible yo-yo. We should all have an example of that in our collections. We're getting really close there. Oh, Dario. All right. Is Dario, he had one before, right? Oh, we got a tie going into the finals here. 1946. Let's show them the ad there. There it is, folks. And notice how they advertise as plastic. That was a big deal back then. Plastic was just starting to come out into the, now we got a spoonful of plastic in our brains now, so it probably wasn't, although I don't think it was from eating yo-yos. I think it was from other problems. So anyway, plastic was a big deal in the 40s and 50s, so they always advertised that as something special. But very cool yo-yo. Hopefully y'all get one of those in your collection. You still can find them on eBay every once in a while. And I don't believe they were ever sold in the package. They were sold out of a display box, and I have not seen a display box in existence. If there is one, it's probably one of the kind. So something to look forward to. Look for. All right, this is going to be our last question of the evening. It's a two-part. You have to get both parts of this to get it right. It's a famous person and the year. So I want the year the photo was taken and who this famous baseball player is playing the yo-yo. Here we go. There it is, folks. Pretty famous photo. You need to give me the name of the baseball player and the year of the yo-yo to get it. And we got three people tying for first place right now. So this could be a tiebreaker, or it could be just somebody else just wanting to get in on it. I haven't seen the Nickinator chiming in, so Lou Gehrig, 1934, no. Hank Aaron, 1974. Okay, I don't think so. Oh, there was John Maischerall, Lou Gehrig, 1932. That went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I thought people might, I thought I was going to have to give hints. Lou Gehrig, of course, the famous baseball player from the New York Yankees, obviously had Lou Gehrig's disease, which is horrible to have a disease named after you. But anyway, incredibly famous yo-yo player. All right, so did John, was that his first or was that his second? I can't remember. Maischerall. Did he? I can't remember. I have to, next time I'll write these down. I am not sure who the winner is, but seeing how you only had a choice between Honor and Glory and Rat Droppings, I don't know if anybody really wants to claim it. But congratulations to all that participated. Those were it was good fun, and I liked all the answers. That's about it for Yo-Yo Talk tonight. I will be back on June 4th. That's the first Thursday next month. That's just 2 days before National Yo-Yo Day, so I know you all probably are making plans already for that. I just want you to remember that you can never have too many yo-yos. This is Doc Lucky signing off until then.